How you doing? This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Well, occasionally in my life, I've gotten stoned on stuff. Pot, beer, wine. And when I was 16, across the street from our apartment when I lived in Pittsburgh was another apartment building. And about 10 o'clock at night, it's a hot night, I go outside. My parents knew where I was. And there's a party going on. All these people on the stoop and on the steps, and music is blaring. I walk over. Hey, what's going on? They said, we're having a party. Come up and join us. Okay. So I go up, and there was all these guys and women, young women, about 18, 19, 20. I'd never been to a party with people around my own age before because we moved around a lot. My dad had been in the Army, and we kept moving. We lived in Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., Las Vegas, San Francisco, Coney Island, New York, Deal, Maryland, Mississauga City, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Virginia, Maryland. I went to 2 military schools, one in Virginia, one in Maryland. Sonoma, California. I'm trying to think if there was anywhere else we moved to. Pittsburgh. So I go up and, everybody's having fun, and there was a lot of drinking going on. They offered me beers. I said, no, I'm not old enough to drink a beer. But I found out later that the bulk of the guys were University of Pittsburgh dental students. And they had brought in a couple tanks of nitrous oxide and were inhaling it. Well, I've never had nitrous oxide. I know what the hell it was. So they said, take a snort of this. And I did, and I got incredibly silly and laughing. And then somebody gave me a drink, and I drank it. I didn't know what it was, but it was some booze or beer or something, and I was thoroughly drunk in a few minutes. I don't hold my liquor well. And the next thing I know, somebody decided, let's grab the kid. And a bunch of the guys grabbed me, and they threw me out the window. And I landed and hit a bush and staggered for a little bit, and it was a second-story window, and I went back to the party and eventually passed out and woke up in the morning with a horrible headache and resolving I'm never going to a party like that again. I went to many parties at science fiction conventions, but kept my head and always drank. If I drank beer or something, once I was of age to eat a lot of food with it, so it didn't affect me that much. I drink one beer, and that's it. I can't drink two. I get silly. I start laughing at everything. But anyway, other people are finding other ways to get themselves high. And the one story here, now there's this stuff you get for your keyboard. Comes in a can, and you clean your keyboard out. Well, this woman at Wal Mart got high on canned air. And I looked at canned air, and her name is Melissa Ann Wright. She snorted an industrial strength duster chemical that's normally used to clean computers. Someone reported her at Walmart using a can of Ultra Duster about 11 o'clock at night inside the Walmart and called 911. Now, she was sniffing the Ultra Duster, and the bottle warns that inhaling can be harmful or even cause death. And the managing director of the University of Kansas Poison Control Center says once it enters the system, it causes the heart to become super sensitive to things like adrenaline. So if you are frightened, you can have a heart attack. Police called an ambulance. Wright refused medical attention. Apparently her face was damaged somehow. I'll post the picture. And it can cause you to pass out quickly because it removes the oxygen in your lungs. One of the common injuries from huffing it is instant frostbite. They cause frostbite on contact, so you would have the frostbite of the lips, throat, mouth, and even further down. And because of these dangers, it can cause a liver or kidney to shut down. The makers of the product added a bitter taste to encourage abuse. Well, That didn't stop for that woman. That's like the stuff my parents used to put on my nails to keep me from biting my nails when I was a kid. University of Kansas Hospital said huffing calls are rare, and police agree it's pretty uncommon to charge anyone abusing toxic vapors. Doctors say other drugs have become more popular, and experts say someone might use compressed air to get high, not because they're addicted to the chemical, but are addicted to the way it makes them feel. It is similar to a drunk, intoxicated kind of feeling. So watch out for this woman if you go into your local Wal Mart where people snorting canned air. Now, years ago, there used to be a little can you would get in San Francisco, and it would say San Francisco fog in it. And I think there might be one for LA smog, but that's the first time I've heard somebody use a product that's supposed to clean your keyboard and snort it. So, silly story. All right, have a great evening. This is a guy from Pittsburgh, and I'll be back next time. Bye-bye.